Hi, my name is Jeff Street, and I'm excited to talk to you on this video about a business opportunity that I've been involved in personally for 20 years. And 20 years ago, when a friend introduced me to this concept that I'm going to share with you here today, here's who I was back then. I was a small business owner. I was 26 years old. I owned a handful of cell phone stores, and my business was going decent, but I didn't have the quality of life that I was looking for. And I'm sure we'd all agree money's important, but time is even more important. And a good friend of mine invited me to take a look at this business. And like yourself, I've always believed in multiple streams of income. And when I saw this information right away, I wanted to get involved. I got started really part-time. I plugged into a simple system, and a handful of months into this, I started really to experience some success in the company. Shortly afterwards, I ended up selling my other business. I never looked back. And now for 19 plus years, this has been the only thing that I've done. My goal in this video is just to take a few minutes to share some information with you. And whatever you do with the information is completely up to you. If it makes sense to you, like it did for the person that invited you onto this video, we'd love to invite you on this journey with us. But if nothing else, you can learn more about what a friend is excited about and how you can refer business to them. So the company that we represent, I'm a senior vice president with the company. It's called ACN. They've been in business for over 32 years now. They are the leading direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. Started in 1993. Today, they do business all throughout the United States and Canada. They specialize in customer acquisition. They have millions of customers acquired, and they've done billions of dollars in sales. Now, what does ACN offer? Essential residential and business services that all of us use every day. Everything from cell phone service to natural gas and electricity, healthcare, identity theft protection insurance, a discount travel club, payment processing, home security and automation, payroll and HR solutions, high-speed internet, digital phone service for businesses, television, and in the near future, we're also launching fintech and home and auto insurance as well. So if you look at this big buffet of services, these are some of the biggest and fastest growing industries in the world. Industries that are not affected by the economy. And my mentor told me 20 years ago, he said, Jeff, find something you like, make it your hobby, find something the masses can't live without, and make it your business. And that's why when I saw this presentation 20 years ago, I was in right away because I realized whether I did this or not, I was going to pay these bills for the rest of my life. How about you? Now, if you look at some of the companies we represent, ADP Payroll Processing, Vivint Smart Home Security, AT&T, DirecTV, Spectrum, just to name a few. But I want to spend a few minutes talking about our flagship product. Right now in our country, there's disarray when it comes to what's happening in the healthcare space. Matter of fact, during open enrollment this year, health insurance premiums are going to increase at the highest percentage increase in the history of healthcare. Literally, since the inception of the Affordable Care Act, there's never been a health insurance premium increase at the rate increase that's going to be happening this year. And this is something that's a challenge for so many people. But if there's a problem and you have a solution, that's called opportunity. And we have a massive opportunity to help people when it comes to our partner company, Impact Health Sharing. They're a nonprofit, decentralized alternative approach to the high cost of health insurance. We help individuals, families, and small businesses save 30 to 50% on average on their healthcare costs. Our members have no network restrictions. They can go to any doctor they want anywhere in the country and never pay an out-of-network penalty fee. This service literally saved my family thousands of dollars a year. And I'm incredibly passionate about Impact Health Sharing. I believe this is a major disruptor of what I think personally is a very broken health insurance industry. Now, if you want to learn more about Impact Health Sharing, you can text message the word impact to that phone number on the screen, 469-727-1414. Again, text the word impact to 469-727-1414, and it'll send you a 20-minute video where you can understand all about Impact Health Sharing. Now, the reason the ACN can do what they do is our business model. Most service providers spend a lot of money on media advertising and internet marketing in order to attract you and I as their customer. What makes us different is we use independent business owners just like us to have our own website, our own online store where we can create more options for customers and a business opportunity for people just like us. Now, for somebody that just wants to become a customer, it's free. You don't need to be an ACN member to take advantage of our services. And our goal is to help people save money on these services. But for somebody like myself that wants to start their own ACN business, it's $299 one time for somebody to start, own, and operate their own ACN business. The only operating cost at all is $25 a month. They set up the website, they handle all the IBO and customer support, they do the reporting, the tracking, and they also have an amazing AI app called ACN AI. And if you're like me, you believe that AI is the future of business. And we have an incredible sales tool with ACN AI that's included for being an ACN independent business owner. And this is a willable, sellable business. If something happens to me, my family inherits my residual income and the business I've been building for the last 20 years. All you and I have to do is connect people through the website. The website's got all the information on the services. We don't need to be product experts ourselves. The website's going to do that for us. And I'm going to show you exactly how the website works in just a minute. But first, let me talk to you about how do you make money doing this. The first way that you get paid is through personal income. And ACN will pay you a bonus every month based on the amount of services that you get set up through the website. And a service is not a person, it's a bill. So let's say one customer is interested in electricity, internet, and home security. Well, that's 3 services, even though it's just one customer. So services can add up really quickly, and so can these bonuses. So any month that you connect 5 services, you make a $200 bonus, plus an additional $200 for every 3 services afterwards, and there's no limit. But here's why I got started 20 years ago. Residual income, reoccurring revenue. Again, my background was in the wireless space. If you remember these guys, Nextel, the walkie-talkie phones, that's what I used to do. I had a handful of Nextel stores, and my employees and I, we sold a lot of phones, and some months we could make a really nice commission, but the next month we started over again from scratch. My residual income as a small business owner was a whopping 0. If I stopped working, I stopped making money. And that's why at this part of the presentation, I got so excited about the concept of ACN, because ACN will pay you up to 20% of the commissionable revenue of a customer's bill month after month, year after year, for the life of them being a customer. And you can pay off your home, you can pay off your car. I think we would all agree you could never pay off your electric bill. You can never pay off your home security bill. I have customers that I signed up more than a decade ago that are still paying their bill today, and I've gotten paid month after month, year after year for that one-time conversation. That's residual income, and it's powerful. Now, the third piece of this is building a team, where you can introduce the concept to other people, just like somebody shared this video with you here today. Matter of fact, not only can you send this video to people, but we do live presentations in person and on Zoom every day, Monday through Friday. And all you have to do is invite people on to listen, and we'll do the presentations for you. We'll explain it. We'll get the questions answered. And some people at the end of the meeting, they want to learn more about saving money. They become a customer. Other people at the end of the meeting say, hey, I want to do this too, and they join your team. And as they connect customers to these services and they acquire customers, ACN will pay you up to a 4% commissionable revenue on the customer's bills of all the representatives that are part of your team. And there's no limit to the amount of people who can join your team, and there's no limit to the amount of customers that your team can acquire. And as your team acquires customers and as you bring on customers, you can hit different leadership levels with the company. You can hit different rank advancements from customer qualified all the way up to senior vice president. And every time a person joins your team and brings on just a couple of services to their ACN business, you earn a bonus anywhere from $50 all the way up to $400 every single time that happens. But the key to success in anything is training. And our team has been the #1 team worldwide in this company for 16 years in a row because of our systems. We have online presentations and trainings, in-person events, virtual events, and somebody's really in business for themselves, but never by themselves. But I want to show you how simple our website is. I want to just show you what the website looks like that you get when you become an independent business owner. This example here, this is mine and my wife's website. Ours has us and our dog on it. Your website would look just like this, only it'd have your picture or your family's picture or your company's logo on there. So let's say that you had a customer that was interested in Spectrum Internet. Let's say they were moving into a home and they were interested in internet. All that they would do is click on Spectrum on your website, and right here on the website, they can hit shop now for Spectrum. And what's exciting is all they have to do at that point is just put in their name, put in their address, hit search. It'll show them the pricing in their area. And if they like what they see, they can schedule their installation literally right through your website. Now, let's say a customer is interested in home security. All they're going to do is click on Vivint. From there, they can take a look at the website, what's available with Vivint, what specials do we have, what promotions do we have, what does the equipment look like for Vivint, and they can go through the website, and if they like what they see, they just dial this 877 number, and what's great is a Vivint rep's going to pick up the phone, give your potential customer a customized quote, get any of the questions that they have answered, and if they like what they hear, they'll sign them up as your customer. And the average Vivint customer, by the way, is on the service for over 10 years straight. So imagine a one-time connection that turns into a 10+ year monthly residual income on average based on one person looking at home security through your website. Let's say a small business is interested in ADP payroll. Watch how simple this is. All they're going to do is click on learn more. How many employees do they have? Let's say it's 5 employees. They do payroll bi-weekly, get estimate. There's their estimate. If they like what they see, you don't need to be a payroll expert. All you do is literally just send them in as a lead on your ACN storefront, and somebody from ADP will reach back out to them, get their questions answered, and if they like what they hear, they sign them up as your customer. Let's show you how simple it is to give somebody a quote on impact health sharing. All somebody's going to do, click on learn more. They can watch a 5-minute video about impact, and we can give somebody a quote just by entering the date of birth of the oldest person in the family and clicking on how many people are in the family. So let's say it's March 30th, 1989. And let's just say that it's a family of 3+. I click on get quote, and it's going to generate a quote for their family. There's 4 different options for the family, depending on which primary responsibility amount that they choose. Those words are synonymous to a combined family deductible. So for that family, anywhere from $404 a month to $576 a month for the entire family, depending on which primary responsibility amount that they choose. But here's what's exciting. Let's say they have questions. You don't have to become a healthcare expert. The people you introduce to the business, your team, they don't need to be a healthcare expert either. Now, we do have a lot of healthcare experts that are getting attracted to this and joining our team, but you don't need to be one of those people. Because here's what's exciting. We have an AI chatbot right on the website. And if people have questions, they can literally just click on the chatbot. They can ask it any question they want. It'll answer the questions for them. And it's an amazing resource. But let's say they still want to just talk to a person. Well, they can just scroll down, they can submit themselves in as a lead, name, email, phone number, and click on request information. And somebody from Impact Health Sharing will give them a text message and an email with a calendar invite to set up a time to have a conversation with them, get their questions answered. And if they like what they hear, they get referred back to your website to enroll as a customer. So as you guys can see, it's a very simple process. The website is phenomenal. And what's exciting is not only can you acquire as many customers as you want, but remember, you have the opportunity to build a team. John Paul Getty said it best. I'd rather get paid 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of the efforts of myself. And I'm a big believer of that philosophy, but I believe strongly that most people spend their whole life as the only person responsible for their income. And as long as they are, it's so hard to ever get ahead financially. And my wife and I, we've referred a couple hundred customers, a couple hundred services through our ACN website over the last 20 years, but we've been able to build a team through the training and support here that's brought on tens of thousands of customers. And look, what did I just say? Through the training and support here. That's the key. When I first saw this presentation, I liked the idea. I think we'd all agree getting paid when people pay a bill is a good idea. Some things go in style, some things go out of style. I think we'd all agree paying bills is not one of them. So when I saw the presentation, I liked the concept and I got started. But when I went to the training, that's when this business went from my head to my heart. When I went to the training, I saw the systems that were in place, the processes that were there, and most importantly, the people that were willing to help me. And we do a training on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. right on Zoom, 10 a.m. Central Time, teaching people how to do this. We also do an in-person training in Dallas, Fort Worth in Richardson, Texas, every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time as well. And if you live in the DFW area, I'd love to shake your hand and have you come to the training and personally. I'd love to meet you. If you're in other parts of the country, we'll plug you in our Zoom training, but get back to the person that sent you this video and let them know, are you more interested in learning more about being a customer and saving money? Or are you more interested in joining the team and making money? Or you're somebody like me where you're interested in saving money and making money at the same time. I appreciate your time tuning into this video. God bless. Welcome to ACN. And again, get back to the person that sent you this video.